Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy KT. Look, today we want to talk about Last Epoch, um, an action RPG that's been out for quite some time, but with the recent update, it's brought me and many other people back to it. And I gotta say, it's a good game. I've been playing Path of Exiles 2 for since it came out, and I gotta say, Last Epoch just feels so much more better. I'm not sure if that's the word I should use for it. I know Path of Exiles is a early access game, but I just can't stress it enough that I jumped into Last Epoch on League Start and I'm having a blast. I made one character so far. I started a second one today. I'm just having a good time. I don't know, like the learning curve when it comes from Last Epoch and Path of Exiles. And, as a new player, opening up Path of Exiles, it felt like I was opening up a spreadsheet inside a dungeon. And with Last Epoch, I didn't get that feeling. Now there is some um challenges in Last Epoch, but they just don't come as soon as Path of Exiles did. If you're not knowing, what you're doing at the beginning of Path of Exiles, your run through the campaign is going to be a nightmare, even almost like unbearable to the point where it's like, damn, I don't want to do this anymore. A normal player, you're not finishing, just the regular campaign in one day. Last Epoch, yeah, you could probably finish it in 2 hours. I mean, I see people speed running it 2 hours. The regular player, what, 8 hours maybe if you're just running it. It didn't take me that long to do it. I wish I could know how to pull up, or I should have streamed it or something, but I'm not sure exactly how long it was for my first playthrough. But let me tell you this, Path of Exiles 2, it definitely wasn't day one that I got through the campaign. And with Last Epoch, you get to the end game, it's faster. So you get to the, where the game is. We play the action RPGs for the end game. I mean, I do anyway. I don't play them for the story or this or that. I play for the end game, something to grind for. And also in Last Epoch, there's a lot to grind for. Also, when it comes to skills in both Last Epoch and Path of Exiles, I gotta say, I gotta give it to Last Epoch. I like that the skill tree has another skill tree for the skills that you are using, and it's not so complex. Like, there's a lot of people that I know personally that I tried to introduce to Path of Exiles, and I opened up the skill tree and they were so overwhelmed. I mean, personally, I like the big, huge tree that you can go literally anywhere you want. But I mean, like in Last Epoch, they keep it to class specific, I guess you could say. And like, okay, no, they're not going to put the whole map on there, but instead just include your state. The only places you can go into with the certain class you're picking. I like that. If they implemented that in Path of Exiles, more people wouldn't get overwhelmed by the skill tree. Like I said, though, me personally, I love it. Now, also, Last Epoch also offers factions in the game. This I can't really touch on too much because I have yet to reach that in my playthrough. And like I said, I'm new to Last Epoch. But there's two factions that I know of: the Trading Merchant, and I think it's like Circle of Life, I think. Trade Merchant, as you can, by the title, the name of it, you're trading between player and player, I would assume. And Circle of Life, you can target farm items, which is cool, but you can only pick one per character. Now, lastly, the end game. Now, like I said, it's a big thing. I keep saying it. I have yet to reach the point in the game where I am actually running the monoliths consistently and actually getting a feel for them. I ran one a few times. I ran a few, but I really can't give my 100% opinion on it yet because I have yet to actually experience it. But I gotta say, it's fun. I'm only on the first few maps or whatever you want to call it, and it's fun. It's a roguelike almost, different branches, different paths, and it actually gives you like a feeling that you're actually chasing after something. I don't know how to explain it, but like I said, for sure the end game is there. Mainly people are comparing this to Path of Exiles 2. We got to keep it in mind that Path of Exiles 2 is in early access, and for it to be in early access, I feel like they're doing a good job over there. But you know, if you were ever thinking about trying Last Epoch, now is the time. But yeah, if you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button, sub for more content, and drop your favorite Last Epoch build in the comment section, or drop what you're playing for season 2. I'm curious to know. Like I said, I just started my second character, but I just started my second character, so maybe I can switch it up, you know. I'm not too sure I want to do what I'm doing, but hey, like I said, see y'all next video. Peace.